There is no better way to start the day than with a nice, meaty breakfast. Oh, I am so delighted to be with a fellow carnivore. I love having meat first thing in the morning, that extra protein, the savory, the salty. Oh, does it get any better than that? So I have selected 6 of our breakfasts to show to you, which showcase the amazing meat-filled wonders we have to offer. Let's get started. First, here we have our southern breakfast. The meat here is, of course, the sausage in the sausage gravy and the wonderful bacon. In our southern breakfast, we have 2 golden hash browns, 2 eggs which are cooked to your specification. Here you can see we have delightful scrambled eggs, which are almost custardy in consistency. Oh, the chefs are wonderful here. Then, of course, we have our flaky buttermilk biscuits, which have been smothered on top with our sausage gravy. And to round out the meal, 2 slices of our hickory smoked bacon. This bacon is cooked to that perfect level of crispiness, not burnt, a little bit of crunch, but still just a little bit of chewiness as well. A wonderful way to round out this breakfast that will definitely stick to your bones. If that's a bit too much for you, you may prefer this simple but scrumptious breakfast. 2 pieces of toast. Now the toast that we have a variety of breads. Here you can see our dark rye bread. I think it's a perfect complement when you're really in that meaty mood. But if you want something lighter, we have white bread, a plain wheat bread, or you can get a ciabatta toast. But I really do recommend the rye. This is topped with our whipped butter. Then you also have your option for 2 eggs. Now, as I said before, these can be done any way you want. We have them scrambled. You could have fried eggs. You could opt for boiled eggs, poached eggs, and of course, you can specify precisely how done you want the yolk. From very liquidy to ooze out and soak your bread into, to a very hard yolk. Whatever you desire is what we will produce. And of course here we have 2 pieces of our hickory smoked bacon. Simple, elegant, and wonderful. Now if that is not enough for you and you want a bit more and perhaps do also like a mix of vegetable in there, you may want our fulfilling sausage hash. At the base of this hash is our roasted potatoes and carrots. We also have roasted red onions, and as they roast, this caramelizes and brings out those delicious sugars, which red onions are known for. Oh, magnifique. This base is then topped with 2 scrambled eggs. We have 3 roasted tomatoes. These tomatoes are hot and bursting, so be careful when you pierce them with your fork. And then, on top of all of that, we have our crumbled sausage, garnished with a lovely piece of parsley. This is one of my personal favorites. It's a very well-balanced breakfast. You get that wonderful meat, you have a bit of vegetable, you have the tomatoes, you have the onions. Oh, it is my favorite. Now, moving from my favorite to a restaurant favorite or world favorite is the full English breakfast. Now, the one you can see here is my personal version. No baked beans, no black pudding. I'm not the biggest fan, but if that is what you prefer, we can do the full English breakfast for you. Not a worry. In this full English breakfast, you can see we have 2 delightfully golden hash browns, 3 of our roasted tomatoes, 2 pieces of our hickory smoked bacon, 2 eggs, your way, and we also have sauteed mushrooms. Now these sauteed mushrooms are in a little bit of olive oil, a slight hint of balsamic, not too strong, just a touch of oregano. All of these flavors blend into that earthy flavor of the mushrooms and create a sensual experience. And here it's all finished off with 2 sausage patties. What better way for a meat eater to start their day? With 2 lovely pieces of bacon and 2 sausage patties. Doesn't get much better than that. Now, thinking outside of our traditional plate offerings, for want of a better word, here we have our delicious breakfast burrito. And of course, for you, I've selected the one that definitely has meat in it. The base of our breakfast burritos is our house-made tortillas. You can see the crackly bits at the edges, emblematic that every single tortilla is unique. These are, oh, so delicious. I am quite often found back in the kitchen just munching on them. They are so good. In this breakfast burrito, we have a base of scrambled eggs, slices of fresh avocado, 2 pieces of our hickory smoked bacon, And then, in lieu of hash browns to give us a bit of extra crunch inside of this breakfast burrito, we have 5 golden tater tots. Oh, so good. Now, when this gets all rolled up together, we will cut it in half for you, and you can see all of these flavors, how they just sit together. A bit of bacon in every single bite, as it complements the avocado, the tater tots, the eggs, enrobed in that wonderful tortilla. You will love it. Now, it hasn't escaped my consideration that while a meat lover you definitely are, doesn't preclude you from also being a sweets lover. Thus, our final selection is our pancakes, bacon, and eggs. Here we have 2 of our golden and beautiful fluffy buttermilk pancakes, which have been adorned with a swirl of our house whipped butter. We have 2 eggs your way. You can see I'm rather partial to scrambled eggs, but as I've said, we will do them exactly how you want. And our 2 slices of that fatty, beautiful meat that we call bacon. We do, of course, have options for syrup as well to smother across the top of your pancakes. A traditional maple, and if you just get a little bit of syrup on the bacon, sweet, savory, and salty all together, it is heavenly. So,